Hi guys, welcome back for another one. I am Mr. Free to Play. That is right, I'm a free to play player and I give free to play player advice, tips, tricks, and other things. We are back with this free to play walkthrough. This is day 8 footage. Now I am doing this a little bit differently. Instead of doing a voiceover and then trying to match the voiceover to the footage, I'm actually just recording over recorded footage to save me a lot of time in editing and hopefully get these out there a lot faster and save me quite a bit of time, which is one of the reasons why this series takes so long to come out, because it is a time sink is the word I want to use, and not in a good way. So yeah, so you see I'm level 35 in this account right now. Every morning, always do the objectives. That's what I always do. Even in my main account, I still do those every day, as it's free resources for completing it. And even if you already have Wolverine at 7 stars, it's not a bad thing, because he just goes towards Ultimus. Ultimus, there are characters in those orbs that you, trust me, you like to have. After a while later in the game, it seems a little tedious, but for right now there are a lot of characters in that orb that will benefit you just if you pull them. So I'm going to skip forward and I'll just be back anytime there's anything of note that happens. And you guys can see here I'm still climbing the arena ranks up to 250. I don't remember at this point what was my high point in arena, but I'll be sure to show you guys. But I do reach a high point and then I start falling way back. And even in this account today, I only log in once a day right now just to keep it active until I'm finished with this series. I fell the whole way back like past 1,000, and now even though I'm not really playing that much, I'm now marching back up into the top. Actually, I'm in like the top 700 now. So yeah, this is going to fluctuate, but it's also going to depend on what type of player you are and how active of a player you are, and if you're spending or not. It's going to depend on your arena. But like I said, in the long-term arena, it's not going to matter what type of player you are. If you plan right, execute right, eventually you're going to be right up in that mix. It does take a lot of time if you're 100% free to play. So don't expect it's something within like the first 100 days, 200 days, probably not even in the first year. So you need to prepare yourself for that. The one thing you guys are going to see me do is keep pushing forward in these challenges. I highly recommend that you try this every time your challenges roll around. Push it, see if you can make it or not. It's extra rewards, and you want more rewards to progress your count even faster. Looks like I'm getting a level up as I'm recording to 36. I think 40 is the magic number that I'm looking for. I can't remember if I ever talked about raids or not on this series, but yes, you want to make sure that no matter what part of the alliance you are actively launching raids, actively participate in raids, and do as much as you can. If your alliance is launching raids that are much higher than your capability, just join them, try it. You know what, you fail, it's fine. You're going to get the rewards for just being a participant in the raid, no matter how terribly you do. All right, you guys can see here that I continuously keep investing in Hela. You definitely, if you get a character like this, it is kind of important, even though I'm going to be honest with you guys, later in the game, I do end up just going full defenders, because even though Hela is a meta character, she doesn't sync very well with other characters that I currently have. She's great solo, just sometimes in the beginning of the game, if you only have one great solo character, it doesn't seem to really work out in your favor, as I'm having a lot more luck in arena right now with just using defenders than I was with putting Hela in. I haven't played around with replacing Punisher with her. Maybe I'd have some better luck with that, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Hela's a great character to invest in for the villains campaign and for other things, but starting to realize you need other components around her to make her do what she's so great at. Alright, looks like I'm going to push the villains campaign even further. Like I said, investing in Hela has made this even more possible. Okay. Good enough team for me. Alright, looks like I cleared that one. I'm just going to keep pushing forward. And it looks like I unlocked Hand Blade Master node, so I'm just going to go after him. Once again, not a character you really want to farm. Alright, and I got it cleared. Didn't seem to be much of a problem. And for some reason here, I'm going for the farm on him, even though I don't recommend this. I must just still have a lack of options at this point. But yeah, not a character you really want to farm. And it looks like I pushed my luck a little further. Got that one cleared. Looks like I'm out of campaign energy, so it looks like where I'm going to stop for right now. Alright guys, so I don't know if you remember this Power Core event that was going on. It almost feels like it's a month ago at this point. But you're going to see me start investing some of those cores that I've been getting. There's not much to invest cores in the beginning, at least in my opinion. So I actually buy this Legacy Orb offer that was available during the Power Core event. And that's not the only offer that I bought with cores. I also bought this Mega Orb. It got me hella. I was like, maybe you can get me someone else pretty good. So you guys are going to see me pull that orb pretty soon. Alright, and before I go after those orbs, I pull these training orbs. And now, nothing's wrong right here. But watch what I do. I just spent 140 cores doing it. Never ever do that. That was an accident. I knew I had two, and I didn't realize that both pulled in that very first one, and that's what happened there. There's my legacy orb. That's all I got. Wasn't very happy with it, and kind of regretted spending cores on a legacy orb. They are great for beginners, but I don't know. Like, just 5 character drops just doesn't do much for anybody. And then we're going to jump into the Mega Orb here. I know what I got, but what did I get? 100 drop of Green Goblin. That was huge. Gives me another very powerful character, and plus he's part of that Sinister Six, which is one of those recommended beginning teams that you try to get, and unlocks 2 legendaries. In case you don't know who they are, Invisible Woman and Shuri. Alright, and then I'm just going to go after continuing the Villains campaign, trying to get to that next character node. And I get to the next one. To my disappointment, it's Night Nurse. This one I highly recommend. This is a character you just skip completely. This character is probably arguably one of the worst characters in the game, if not at least in the top, or sorry, at least in the bottom 10 of characters that are not worth any of your time, any of your resources, or anything. But once again, I must be out of things I can farm, because I go for the farm on her. I don't know why I did this. Maybe just to unlock characters for blitzes, but ultimately this is not a character you want to farm. Stay clear, stay away. I can't say in the moment I make the best decisions. What can I say? It looks like we're going to try to keep pressing our luck here on the Villains campaign. Let's see what we do. Looks like I did well enough. I got the 3 stars, so that only means one thing. I guess I'm going to keep pressing forward here. And I get to clear, unlocking Shield Trooper. Now this is not a bad character in the beginning to farm, to get yourself a full shield team, as they are pretty decent in Blitz. They will fall off against some of the newer meta teams in the game, but for the most part, they're solid. They support each other. It's hard to recommend this team to go first. They're probably like after Defender, Sinister Six, and Guardians, probably somewhere after that. Once you get Nick Fury unlocked, he's a good placement on there, but that means you need Kree minions to get Fury, and I don't know how high up Fury is on my list anymore for you guys to say go get him. You can see the damage Hela can do. I mean, she just cleared that node on 1 ult. She's definitely super powerful, that is for sure. And immediately go for the farm on Shield Trooper. Why? Well, like I said, not a bad character to get unlocked and have a full shield team just for Blitz. I don't recommend investing a lot into them for the reasons I gave earlier, but you know, they are a good all-around rounded team for some game modes. Alright, let's say I'm going to go and push my luck with the Villains campaign. Keep upgrading my Hela. You know, she can do a lot of damage on her own. Just seeing where I can get with her. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm getting my 2-star on this node, so it means I got a lot more leveling up to do and resources to allocate to be able to clear this even further. Alright, spend some time and resources trying to get my heroes up, so I'm going to give my shot at the heroes campaign to see if I can push that even further. And that turned out to be a disaster, because I lost that. I had to protect a shield operative. She went down. You know, it's over. So it looks like I'm probably just going to find things to farm. I don't think there's anything left for me to do at this point. And it looks like I was wrong, because it looks like I'm going after the Nexus campaign and trying to clear that. This one I get to use a combinations of heroes and villains, which makes it so much more better. This one's like the free-for-all campaign versus all the other ones have specific requirements. And it looks like I cleared enough and pushed myself to unlock Shield Assault node. And it looks like I'm going to try to go after that one so I can farm once again. Having a full shield team is not bad for Blitz. I just don't recommend them being the team that you invest all your resources in. And doesn't really have too much of a problem. The Hela and Thor combo seems to be working out really great for me. So let's see what else I do. And apparently I didn't do too much more, because I'm now here in day 9. Back in the morning. You know, nothing really to say, guys. Same old game. I'll be back if there's anything important that I did. On a side note, looks like I'm pushing up the arena ranks. I'm currently 179. I do get a little curious, and I do start looking at the rankings to see who's at number 1, stuff like that. And here I can see that I'm completely outmatched to make it to number 1. I mean, someone definitely bought the X-Men offer. almost 100,000 CP. I'm definitely days behind that number. So it kind of gives me an idea of where I'm at compared to where everyone is. So I can have an idea of how far I can really make it here in the beginning. All right, looks like right now for the farms that I'm doing for the daily objectives at this point, it looks like appears like it's going to be Yondu for the Heroes campaign. Yondu's great. He can get you Star-Lord. He kind of can replace Rocket, as Rocket can take a little longer to get to as a newer player. He's in the raid store. I mean, eventually you'll get plenty of raid credits. It'd be no problem. But in the beginning, it can be a little tough. And then with the Villains campaign, I should be going after Jessica Jones. Do I do Jessica Jones? Can't seem to make up my mind. No, for some reason I'm going to do Hydra Sniper. You should do Jessica Jones, guys. My recommendation is try to get your defenders up to 5 gold stars. I mean, red stars are going to be what they are, but try to get your defenders up to 5 gold stars. If you happen to unlock, I don't know why everything's frozen on my screen. All right, time's ticking. But anyways, if you haven't unlocked Guardians or Sinister Six before you got your defenders to 5 gold stars, then switch to those teams. Stop with the defenders. Once you get your defenders to 5 gold stars, they should be able to clear most of the content to get you to the point where you can unlock Guardians and Sinister Six. Shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue then. Guardians can then go after the Cosmic campaign once you start investing in them. Because the only character you really need to farm in a node is Groot. In today's game, I do still farm Groot every day in this account on my daily login, just because I feel like that's what you should be doing. But anyways, I'm going on so sidetracked, but that's the point. Get your defenders up to 5 gold stars is my point. But if you do unlock Guardians or Sinister Six before then, you're able to farm them, then switch to those teams. All right, and it looks like day 9 is the day I unlock Wolverine. So guys, by your 9th day in this game, as long as you're doing daily objectives, you should have Wolverine. You can get him one day sooner if you can get into the Villains campaign one day sooner than I did, but ultimately that's about where you should be unlocking him. Alright, looks like this is the point where I'm going to start investing in Green Goblin to pair him up with Hela in the Villains campaign, because I think those two are probably the 2 strongest villains I have at this point. So that's my main goal with starting to get Green Goblin up. And I know I'm going to need to get some gear on him, but that's what I'm currently working on. Looks like I was able to get him up to tier 5. Looks like I got 3 2-2-1 abilities right now, which I know is way behind Hela, but like I said, I know he'll make up some ground in the Villains campaign for me. Alright, looks like with some of the new investments I put in, I'm going to go after the next campaign a little bit more. Let's see if we can clear it. And not only do I clear it, but I get that level up to 38. The next milestone that we're looking for is 40. I think 40 is where we unlock save squads, which, oh, time saver. Alright, push my luck, got to the 6th node, which is sometimes a character. In this case, it's it's a basic catalyst node, which once again, I'm all in favor of this game getting rid of those nodes for characters and in the future if they need to add more characters to these nodes. And I actually did not clear it. Yep, that was a rough one. Alright, so with the new level, I did go and level up my heroes another level. I figure this is a good time to go back to the Heroes campaign and see if I can actually get 3 stars on Nebula. And I was able to clear it, get the 3 stars, so now she's a farmable character. I think I farm her just because I don't have much else going on, plus I want to unlock her, but ultimately I don't think she's that valuable a character that you have to farm her. Alright, looks like I'm feeling good about my win because I'm jumping right into Chapter 5, Node 1. And I do fairly good because I did get the 3 stars. And waste no time going after number 2. My luck continues, got that. We unlocked Node 3, which is Aim Assaulter. Aim is a tough question to answer. Some people will say go after them, some people say don't. I'm on the fence of saying don't until you have to, and have to is when you're able to clear the whole way up to Villains Chapter 7. Then I would probably recommend start going after Aim if you can get all the characters. And it looks like the end today, I'm actually going to clear that node, 3 stars. I believe that's all I'm going to do because I am running out of time on this footage. I do know that much. Yep, not really much left to go over. I'm going to farm Assaulter just for some shards because I don't have very many characters I can farm. Not only that, every character you farm drops the T1 mats, and at this point you need T1 mats. I need T1 mats, so farming characters right now is good in multiple ways. But guys, this is what this one is. I appreciate you taking the time to check this one out. If you guys want to do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new here or have not done so already, hit the subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss this series, as it is going to come to an end eventually, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.